Alright. Good morning and welcome to Channel 74 News. I'm Tanner Mason and today is Thursday, September 22nd.
And I'm Aaron Lambert. Tanner, today is a busy day. What's happening at Sashes?
First off, tonight is a special edition of Greyhounds football, the Thursday night kind. Our Greyhounds host Susquehanna Township tonight at Memorial Park. Game time is 7 p.m.
You hear that, Maroon Platoon? Be there tonight, loud and proud. In other news, there's a change coming to the cafeteria. Reporter Aubrey Stake spoke with Mrs. Luffy about that upcoming change, and here's that report.
Thanks, Aaron. I'm at the cafeteria with Mrs. Luffy. Thank you for joining Channel 74 today.
Thanks for having me.
Mrs. Luffy, can you describe the upcoming changes to the cafeteria?
Sure. Starting next Monday, we're going to be transitioning from the styrofoam trays to our old traditional plastic trays that we use. And so since many of you have not been here at the high school when using those trays, I just wanted to review the process. So you'll be getting the hard plastic trays in the lines, just like you would pick up your styrofoam tray. But at the end, when you're done eating, you're actually going to go and exit through the cafeteria, through the door here to the left of the pizza line. There will be a dishwasher back there to take your tray, and then you will transition through the hall and then return back to your seat. And so that's as simple as it is.
All right, and when was this taking place?
This will start next Monday. And then hopefully next week you do a quick news episode with us and the free breakfast that's coming too.
All right. Well, thank you, Mrs. Luffy, for your time today, and back to you guys.
All right, thanks.
Nice job, Aubrey, on your first story. Reminder that tomorrow is the deadline to submit an application to paint your parking spot. Channel 74 reporter Charisma Crum has the story. Here she is in the parking lot with Miss Milnick and Miss Shirk.
Thanks, Tanner. Tomorrow is the deadline to submit an application to paint your parking spot. I'm here with Miss Milnick and Miss Shirk. Thanks for joining us today. Miss Milnick, where did this idea come from?
Well, the PBIS team decided that lots of schools have done parking spots that they can paint, and we felt that the student body, our Shippensburg Greyhounds, should also have that ability to paint their parking spot. We thought it was a lot of fun, and here are some examples.
Miss Shirk, teachers can paint their spots as well. What are you planning for yours?
So for my parking spot, I'm planning to, I'm not 100% sure yet, but maybe do a bookshelf. Since I'm an English teacher, I love books. Or maybe something with Disney, because you guys know I love Disney.
And finally, Miss Milnick, what do students need to do to make this happen?
Well, you can actually go down to the office and pick up one of these Paint Your Parking Spot packets. It's a few pages explaining what you need to do to paint your parking spot. And there's also a sheet on the back where you can submit your design. This design is due by tomorrow, Friday, and an administrator will approve it or let you know what you can do to change it. Once it gets approved, you can paint that spot.
Thanks for your time, and back to you guys.
Well done, Charisma. Tanner, what are you painting in your spot?
I might do a Greyhounds logo. What about you, Aaron?
I'm thinking a self-portrait would be appropriate. In other news, congrats to the FFA team of Maddie, Dietrich Cochran, Kelsey Bailey, Brianna Ford, and Isabella Menser for placing third at the All-American Dairy Management Contest on Monday at the Farm Show. Are you interested in architecture, engineering, or construction? If so, attend the meeting next Wednesday, September 28th in room 34 during Flex.
Speaking of Miss Akers, she has a field trip on October 4th. The Focus on Engineering field trip leaves at 8:30 and returns to Sashes at 1 o'clock. If interested, please see Miss Akers. Broadway Club meets today in the auditorium after our broadcast.
Armed Forces Club meets today in the cafeteria. Anyone interested in joining is welcome to attend. Mrs. Topper is selling Maroon Platoon shirts to raise money for fan buses. If interested in a shirt, please see Mrs. Topper.
And finally today, a big congrats to our golf team. Our golfers just finished one of their top seasons ever and recorded the best score of 336 in team history. Nice job, golfers, and good luck in the postseason. And here's a few pics of the junior varsity football win over Northern on Monday, courtesy of sophomore photographer Brandon Reinsfelder.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to get to the park tonight to support our hounds. And as always,
Saren, I'm in the cafeteria with Mrs. Luffy. Thank you for joining Channel 74 today.
Thanks for having me. I just wanted to talk about some of the cafeteria changes that we're going to have this coming up Monday.
Can you let her answer the question? Ask the question. I know you're excited to talk about it.